Spring is here. Spring has sprung. Yes. To the hot spring. Let's go. Spring is here.
Stay back, you!
Lovely. Take a look. Yes? All right. Well. Best wishes.
Hey everyone, GuardianE here with another Camilla Emblem Clear video for Fire Emblem Heroes, and today we're taking on Jorge, Traveling Peddler, on his very own Grand Hero battle on Infernal difficulty. So Jorge hails from Radiant Dawn, and in Fire Emblem Heroes they gave him his own preferred weapon. So Daniel made Bow is a 14 might weapon, it has a killer/slaying effect, so he has cooldown -1, effective against flying foes. So it grants +5 attack to all allies within 2 spaces, which is pretty nice. And then for himself, it inflicts -5 attack on foes within 2 spaces during combat. So it makes him a lot tankier, both on offense and defense, because he's able to sustain and debuff the enemy with an in-combat debuff whenever they're in attack range. So pretty nice, pretty useful. Otherwise, he's got chill defense here, and he also has Ignis, I believe, on a 1-turn cooldown, yes. So that is something to be wary of. The map itself is pretty nice with its small town aesthetic, a little clustered together as you would expect from a small town like this. Lots of walls and houses in the way, and barriers and bushes and everything else, so not a whole lot of maneuverability in general. And then the opposing forces are all on one side, on the right-hand side, but they're relatively close, and they can reach you very quickly. So it's a horizontal map versus a vertical map where you start on the bottom, so to speak. Nothing terribly tricky. Jorge does have Ignis at a 1-turn cooldown, like I said. He's got 38 defense, so that Ignis is going to hurt. And of course, he has a lot of HP as well, 72. So he is going to be on the more difficult side to one-shot. We have the Bow Cavalier here, who has a lot of range naturally, as well as Spendthrift Bow. So we want to be wary of him naturally, since he is going to do effective damage against my flyers. Sword Flyer here with Fire Sweep, got Iote's Shield as well as Aerobatic, so there's a little bit of movement shenanigans at play. Cleric over here has Melancholy Plus, but doesn't have either Wrathful or Dazzling, so not only can you counter attack her, you also are going to be taking very pitiful damage from her. Green Flyer here does have Grand Blade as well as Mystic Boost, and in order to charge that Grand Blade, we have the Red Thief over here that has Rally Attack Speed Plus, has the Cleaner as well as Attack Speed Solo, and Defense Res Ruse. So even on the scale of Grand Hero Battle maps and Infernal maps, this one is kind of on the lower range of difficulty, really not too difficult at all. As long as you have basically a very, very powerful tanky green unit, you can plant them over here on the left-hand side to be able to tank both Jorge and the Bow Cavalier. You can engage on the right-hand side with a very, very tanky red to be able to take out the Green Flyer and the Red Thief. those are 2 natural points of entry that you can use. So before we get into the strategy, let's take a quick look at the Camillas themselves. We have Vanilla Camilla merged at +10 with a speed asset, Camilla's Axe with Special Refine, Reposition, Draconic Aura, Distant Counter, Renewal 3, Hone Flyers, and Chill Attack 3. We've got Spring Camilla +10 with a speed asset, has 5 Dragon Flowers, not the 10 yet. Grand Raven, Triangle Adept build with Reposition, Draconic Aura, Vantage, Goad Flyers, and we put Iote's Shield on the seal this time rather than Distant Defense. It was just a little bit more consistent in allowing her to tank the oncoming attacks from the various archers while she's being debuffed. She's going to get hit with a bunch of in-combat and out-of-combat debuffs to her defense specifically, so that, the Iote Shield is going to help supplement that instead and allow her to, frankly, tank the very, very powerful Ignis. Next up, we have New Year's Camilla merged at +10 with a speed asset, Slaying Edge with Attack Refine, Reposition, Gale Force, Death Blow, Desperation, Goad Flyers, and Heavy Blade. And we have Steamy Secrets Camilla, Hot Springs Camilla merged at +10 at neutral naturally, Ouch Pouch Plus with Attack Refine, Reposition, Luna, Death Blow 3, Flyer Formation, Goad Flyers, and Quick Impulse for the seal. So the only modification to these units from the sets that I normally run when going in blind on a challenge is the Iote Shield on Spring Camilla. So like I said, if we have a tanky green, we can engage up here, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and just plant Spring Camilla up here, who will be in the range of George and the Bow Cavalier. And then we'll just kind of give her all the support that she needs for the following turn. And she will go ahead and enemy phase both of them. Now, something to note is that she's going to get hit with Chill Defense on my team specifically. She's also going to get hit by the in-combat debuff from George, and she's going to get hit by that Ignis. But she is able to tank all of that at the end of the day with the Iote Shield supplement. So, at this point we take out the Sword Flyer with Steamy Secrets Camilla. She'll be able to insta-proc that special, and then the Green Flyer will go down to New Year's Camilla. There we go, and then we're just going to fall in behind just to provide support buffs to the frontline Camillas. Like I said, that Cleric is not really any danger whatsoever on the damage front, although she does have Melancholy. And then the Red Dagger unit is going to kill himself on Hot Springs Camilla, and at this point the Cleric is by her lonesome and will take her out with New Year's Camilla on player phase. So that is it. That is very straightforward, like I said, very, very easy. That's the strategy that I employed with Camilla Emblem to clear Jorge Traveling Peddler on his very own Grand Hero battle on Infernal difficulty. Let me know in the comments below what strategies and teams you ended up using to clear this Infernal level map. Hopefully you all enjoyed the video. If you did, please feel free to leave us a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more Fire Emblem Heroes content. We thank you all so much for watching and for taking time out of your day to spend with us. We really, really do appreciate it. Certainly hoping you're all staying safe, healthy, secure, and united out there, and wishing the very best for you, your family, and your friends. And until next time, let's protect those skies.